10,000 week challenge. The 10,000 tin challenge week 5. Welcome, Will.
Thank you, Jack. Week 5.
I was panicking in my head which week it was while I was doing the intro there, so I lost the plot. We are back for another week to give you an update on just how many tins we are collecting. And Will, this week has been phenomenal. Yeah,
it has. Basically, we've been collecting extraordinary donations from a whole range of people.
Yes, it has been fantastic this week, and not only tins, a massive amount of fresh veg. So when we do the 10,000 tin challenge, we only count up to 10,000 tins. If we counted all the different products, it would be a massive number, maybe even double what we get on tins. Yeah. So we can only thank everybody watching this. If you've been involved with a harvest, thank you so much. We would try and list everybody, but
as I say,
it gets so long. And Quid on a Lid, Will, has also been massively successful this week. We've done over £200 in 1 week alone.
Which is fantastic. So again, it's about providing food and the electricity for us to keep our cafe on. And
well, it's food raising and fundraising within one donation.
That's very good. So, what are we going to talk about today? Remind me.
Well, Will, it feels like we're on a coffee show. My brain's gone funny today. We are going to be talking about the type of food bags we give out and how our size enables us to tailor-make some of those food bags. But before we do that, Will, what do we need to do?
How many look at the tinometer.
There we go. We need to have a quick check-in up the tinometer. Another 1,000 tins in a week.
It's just staggering. We're going to hit that 10,000 tin challenge anytime soon.
The number, if we need more people up at the unit to sort through, because that number isn't as much as we're getting in. We're only able to count that many.
We've still got stuff back.
We're still counting stuff. So thank you so much for getting involved. As you can see, we are racing along. So I'm sure by the end of October, maybe we might have that 10,000 number reached. Right, so every week we focus on a group of people we're giving food to. Well, we have been so far in the 10,000 week challenge. This week we're going to look at the food bags that we're giving those people, because that's where your food is going, that you're donating. So, Will, a House of Bread food bag, it's very generic.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in, do we just hand them anything?
No, we don't.
Funny that, isn't it? So can you elaborate on what we do? Elaborate.
Well, so if somebody comes in and part of their ask is food, then we look at that in a couple of ways. The first way is, can we help you in the broader category? And it might be that you're needing help with advice or support. It might be that you need food along with that journey. Depending on the number of people in the household or who are making the request.
So we have a range of food bags. If somebody comes in, often you'll hear us texting, if you can hear that, or you'll hear us shouting to somebody, right, we need an enhanced food bag. So we have a range, don't we? We have weekly food bags, which people would know traditionally, if you come into the cafe on a regular basis, we will give you a weekly food bag, and that just has 4 or 5 tins in, as well as Greggs from sandwiches, sandwiches from Greggs. A food bag that you couldn't live on, but it might just take the edge off a weekly shop. If somebody comes in and they're in dire need of food immediately, and we get people coming to us who have no money for the next few days, we do an enhanced bag. And what that means is more stuff goes in to last somebody for a few days. Not a long time, but just a few days. And like we've said before, we get a lot of food in, and because of the size of the charity we are able to go into that food bag and say, look, this works for you, this doesn't work for you. Everybody who comes in, even the weekly food bags, they get a food bag that they are able to eat. We have the option, because of the great amount of food that you're giving us, to tailor-make those bags. But that comes with a responsibility, Will, not to just go, here's food, here's food, here's food. So people are relying on us, and we're not sustaining a lifestyle.
So it's about that gentle pushback that says, how have you got to this place? Can we help you out of that vicious circle? Are there ways that we can connect you with agencies, statutory bodies, the CAB, the Job Centre? What is it that we can do that might turn that ship around for you. So it's about doing it responsibly. If we did it naively, we'd actually be failing people. So it's about doing that responsible inquiry, that support, and we are. You know, we can ask those questions because we have a relationship with a lot of those people. The other thing as well is our link with FareShare has enabled us to have frozen food and meals in containers. So we've now got a fridge that is specifically for families. So again, we can provide, particularly if we get a referral from social services, where the social worker will know the depth of the poverty state in that household. So we can talk about the levels of need, which is way beyond just simply handing a food back. It's not about handing a food back, it's so much more.
The more accurate we can be with our food bags, the better we can help somebody through that difficult period. And somebody might come and have an enhanced bag and then come back a week later and have another enhanced bag, and then come back and we can say, look, you're having a lot of food here, is there anything we can do to help? And slowly somebody might go from an enhanced bag to a weekly bag to no bag. And the more accurate we can be with our food giving, the better it will be, and the less waste there will be in people's homes. If they've got a cupboard full of chopped tomatoes that they're never going to eat, we have a relationship with them and they bring them back in. You know, if somebody likes this, have it. I don't need them. Great, thank you, Will.
That's all right. I hope that's helped people understand.
Yeah, I hope that gives you a little insight into what goes into the thinking behind our food bags. Because there's a lot of stories you hear of people going, I went in, nobody checked me, and gave me all this food. It's all over the papers and stuff. But it's not here. It's not like that. Thank you very much, Will, for ambling through that with me. Thank you very much for watching. As ever, we're very sad because we have had to come inside. The weather is awful. I think we're going to be inside for the foreseeable future. So I'm sorry about that. We're just going to get paler and paler and paler over the next few weeks. If you want to know what happens on a day-to-day basis or all the events happening at House of Bread, that is on Hob News, Sundays at 4. Back here, wherever you're watching this, you can watch those as well. We are going to leave you alone now and you can enjoy the rest of wherever you're watching this. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.